What's going down, y'all? So sorry I didn't come out with the video on Friday or Saturday. Friday was pretty rough for me, even though the market super rallied. So I came to a realization on things as far as like indicators and stuff like that. I didn't fail the challenge. So I have a static account. I bought one more when it was on sale. So I do have another 100K static account. That's just in case this one fails, because again, the drawdown's only like $650. But my realization with indicators, because I was very against indicators. You know, I do use the VWAP and the EMAs and stuff like that, but I try to just do price action. So just kind of like a naked chart and draw my zones. I like to not rely on indicators. I've always preached that, like, you know, we use indicators to help us make certain decisions. Yeah, yesterday, if I had some of the indicators on, I probably wouldn't have, lost. So as a recap, I pretty much lost the 1K. You know, I lost 2 trades on the ES, and then I was scalping the NQ. So I lost the 1K. I still have that little $600 and something cushion. I have to be very strategic on my next plays. And again, I do have a backup. And that's another thing I want to get into, man. These sales. We can get into more depth in another video, but it's tough sometimes when accounts are super cheap to acquire, because it puts that thought in your head that, like, oh, it's only like $20, it's only $15, I can just buy another one, and you just try to throw Hail Marys. And it's like, in reality, are you still really doing your strategy? Are you sticking to your rules? Throwing Hail Marys isn't part of the strategy, at least not mine. So that's another video we can get into. Let's go into the charts and let's see the trades I took. All right, let's hop in it. All right, yo, so the first trade, all right, we had the breakout, retest of the breakout, price rallied. I'm like, all right, cool, price is going crazy right now. I know there's gonna be a pullback to fill this area, this imbalance, or at least pull back down in here. So I was waiting for like the reversal of the pullback, because it was such a crazy rally that I was figuring that, yeah, the pullback has to be massive. So on my 15-minute zone, I had this was getting rejected. So it went up to this bar, boom, came back, rejection, 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 rejection. I was like, this has to go down. So I hopped into a short, and yeah, price just went against me. Now, this is the part where I was talking about like indicators, because if I would have had my indicators on, shout out Tone Algo, I asked him, I was like, would you have taken this trade? This is like a rejection all day, and he was like, nah, I didn't even break the 20 or the 50. And I was like, oh, or the 21 and the 50. And I was like, I didn't even think about it, because I turn on my indicators sometimes. I didn't have them on, and that's the thing, because like I said, I'm always trying to just do price action, but indicators can help, and in this instance it would have helped. Let me show you. So this is the 9, this is the 21, and this is the 50. Look, price didn't even break any of this. It actually just bounced off the 21 perfectly. So that's a clear indication that, hey man, you probably shouldn't be taking a short right now, even though it's at a zone, and then also it's forming a bear flag, or I mean a bullish flag, So I was like, oh man, like this is forming a flag, didn't even realize it, you know what I'm saying? And price took off. That's my whole point. And then technically I probably should have waited for price to break these lows. Like I drew this out after the fact of the support. I probably should have waited for price to break these lows before taking a short. Like if it would have broke, couldn't make a new high, broke the previous lower high, then yeah, we're probably in a reversal. So yeah, again, this was just a bad play. An indicator would have actually helped me in that situation. So I'm not gonna be super against indicators. I definitely need to incorporate them more into my strategy, which I have like talked about how it helps us make decisions. But me, I was just straight up putting all my faith in a rejection zone. And I cut it short 10 ticks, so that's minus 250 right there. Let's get into the next trade. All right, so once it broke out of this, I see there was like a pullback and stuff, so I was like, let me just wait. I'm still waiting for a reversal, because again, look at this, it's just super open space. I was like, there's got to be a pullback. This must be like a Friday rally just to bring it back down, right? That's what I was thinking. So I was like, still waiting for the reversal. Now what I did is I drew my fib retracement here, and I was like, look, it's gonna have to at least retrace to one of these levels, the 50 or the 61.8. So I drew that out, and then I noticed that price, once it came down, I was like, cool, 1 touch, 2 touch, trend line. So I was like, let me hop into this trade. So I hopped in right around here, and I was going for my 1 to 2. So I was like, all right, I know it's got to come back down to the 50, right? So I have my 40 ticks here, and then it was good enough where I was like, if price comes back up and down, right? It needs to maybe come back up. So I was like, this is a pullback. I'm clear for it to reject off this trend line. And once it actually broke the trend line, I got out 10 ticks. I just saw the momentum and I was like, it's breaking. This ain't the play. So I got out. And then price did come up, made a double top, and boom, went right to the 50. It's like perfect. So my analysis was correct as far as where price was going. It was just bad entry. Now you ask, oh, why didn't you just get in on this first bounce, right? You got to remember, this is the first fall and pullback. I don't normally draw trend lines till like at least two points touch. So this confirmed a downtrend for me once it rejected. Maybe what I should have done was wait for the pullback. You know, instead of just hopping in, this was a bad entry, obviously. Probably should have waited for the pullback, saw that it broke, and then just see what price was going to do. Like price retested the trend line and then went up and then stopped and formed a double top. Boom, boom. That would have been good confirmation to go short. I could even went short after this bearish bar, and I think my 20 would be up here. Yeah, see, I would have still been clear on that. But after it made that double top, probably should have just got in on this rejection and been super safe. But yeah, so that's kind of where I messed up on that. Again, I had the right idea, just poor execution. But again, I stopped out at 10 ticks, and then so I'm down 500, and then I jumped over the NQ and I started scalping this area. Made some, lost some, ended up losing another 500 pretty much. Scalping the NQ. Yeah, let me know in the comments like how you would have maybe played this area. Like, would you have made this play? Would you just kept assuming it's gonna go up and take longs only? Again, my mindset is I'm waiting for these pullbacks to happen because not many are happening, as you can see. That was kind of my mindset on taking shorts. That's the trades I took on Friday. I might trade a little bit of today. You know what I mean? Going to my brothers again. Might do a little bit of scalping or whatever. But yeah, other than that, I'll just catch y'all on Monday. Yeah, y'all have a blessed Sunday. All right, see you in the green.